All right. It turns out, like on this exercise set 7 through 10 should go pretty simply. So I have a question for you. You want me to go ahead and work number 7, or should I just call somebody?
Just work it out.
Work it out. Well, the thing we talked about yesterday, what were the 3 words I wrote yesterday? Clear to the denominator. Very good. Credit for you. Right back there. Emily's story. Clear to the denominator. And that's going to be, in this case, multiplying by x, right? So if we multiply by x, we get x squared plus 10x over x equals 7 over 7x, right?
Can it just be x squared plus 10x?
Yeah.
So it's 10x equals 7x. And then what happens here? Gone. So we have x squared plus 10x plus 10, excuse me, equals 7x, right? And then what's our next step in solving this?
Subtract the 7x.
Subtract 7x. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to see if we can solve by factoring, so we don't have to have happen to us what happened yesterday on problems 4 and 6, which were quadratic formula problems. And so what would this be? What would our factored form of this quadratic trinomial be?
5 and 2.
Okay, 5 and 2, right, because of the 10.
Negative 5, or negative 5 and negative 2.
Negative 5 and negative 2, so Hannah really was helping with this. Okay, and so now we can use the zero factor properties. So we got x minus 2 equals 0, and x minus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2, and also x is equal to 5. And then the last thing we can do is, it says, this set's a little different from it says solve algebraically and graphically. It doesn't say graphically confirm, so we'll just solve graphically. So do that. We're going to put, we'll find this here, it's going to be x plus 10 over x equals 7, right? X plus 10 over x equals 7. To solve by graphing, if we subtract that 7, you see what I'm doing? I'm taking this equation right here and subtracting 7. You see what I did? And then when you do that in graph, you have this thing right here. And where do we see our solutions? 2 and 5. Confirmation or something. Are these real solutions? Or it says find extraneous solution, right? Are these real solutions? Real solutions. And graphically helps you because if you actually can see, like we saw here, that proves they are real solutions and not extraneous solutions, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick someone by spinning the wheel here for number 8. So you go ahead and work on that. Let me go ahead and give Emily some credit for remembering to clear the denominator. By the way, I did get some stars today, so we can sell start these at our regular packet probably tomorrow. See, I turned it sideways. That's kind of like a hitchhiking one. That's a hitchhiking one. Okay, number 8. Let's go ahead and spin our wheel. See who gets chosen on this. Haha. We know what happened to her. She's gone. So she missed.
My name's gone, you want me to do it?
Your name's not on there?
Nope.
It's not on there?
Yeah. You want me to?
Yeah, well, here, let me get your name on here, though. You can do it, but let me get your name on there. Hang on a second. Okay, go ahead and do that well.
Alright, so you multiply with the x, and you switch over to 15, so you get x squared plus 2x minus 15. And then that factor is x minus 3, x plus 5.
So you have x plus 3,
X minus 3. And then x plus 5.
equal to 0, and then x equals,
3 negative 1.
and you see he kind of, it looks like he sort of skipped a couple steps here. Do you see what he did to get from here to here? Zoom the right out, because I'm just going to work this to the right here. So here he has x times x plus 2x equals 15 over x times x. And so he has this, and next he subtracts the 15, and that's how he got to here, okay? Extraneous or real, or both?
Real.
Did you graph the thing? X plus 2. So we get x plus 2 minus 15 over x. All right, the real solutions, right? Okay, next. Go ahead and work out number 9. I'm going to choose somebody for number 9 here in short order. So let's make sure to put your names on the paper, guys. I know you guys are trying to make me swear, but just try to have some consideration. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh no.
I went here.
Right.
Right on the line.
It's just creeping and just creeping. Is it gonna be Carver? Is it gonna be Adam? No, it's not Adam. All right, Adam, what do we got?
Not quite done yet.
Well, what is it? Okay, just take another half minute. 7 through 10 should be really pretty easy. See, look at that. Look at Jamie, she's all ready.
Haley asked you a question.
What was your question?
How are you doing?
You're done with 11 and 12 also? Thank you.
Change it. Times the whole thing by x. Turns into x squared minus 7x plus 12 equals 0.
So he skipped steps like Will did, right?
Yeah.
But do you understand what he did to get this to make sense? Everybody okay on that? Okay, go ahead, Adam.
X minus 4 and x minus 3.
So x equals,
4 and 3.
and these are,
Real,
did you solve these graphically too?
yes.
You did? Now, I did this on the calculator. It was was it sort of hard to see a little bit? What, I'm going to just show you that. Did you change the window at all on that to see better?
No, I just went to the table and saw where it was.
Okay, so Emma just went to the table. I want to show you this really quickly here.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay, we got x plus, was it 12 over x? And then what was that other number out here?
Equals 7.
Equals 7, so minus 7, right? So we graph this thing, and we see this right here. And Emma said she went to the table view. That's a good way to do it, actually. So Emma's way of doing it, going to table view, she sees them right here. That's a really good way to look at it. But also you can adjust your window, go from like 0 to 10, and over here, go from your Y minimum, maybe of -1 to Y maximum of 1. And so then you graph, you can see right here, pretty good way of looking at it, okay. And both real solutions. Let's go with number 10. You pick a customer for number 10. It's going to be Emma. Okay, this will be Emma. All right, Emma, what you got for this one?
Multiply everything by x by x squared plus 7x plus 6 equals 0.
Okay,
So we got x plus 1 and x plus 6.
okay.
X equals -1 and x equals -6.
Okay, so that's going to be the same one here. We're going to, are those both real solutions too?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they are. Now, did anybody look ahead to number 11 yet?
Yep.
Did you do number 11 already?
Yep.
And 12. Anybody had trouble with number 11 or 12? Any have trouble with that yet? You need me, you don't understand it?
Well, I kind of do, but
You
I
just
feel
get
like
one
I do it
answer?
wrong.
You get one solution correct or two?
Let's go look at that here. What you have here is more complexity in your denominators here, right? And so basically, if you look at this one here, x squared plus x, we can factor this out to be what?
X plus 1 squared.
Okay, x times x plus 1. So this is our factored form, and you can see that this denominator, clearer here, will pick up this x plus 1 here, right? And so that tells us we can multiply the whole thing by x times x plus 1. And when we do that, we get 2x, x plus 1, minus 1, x plus 1, over x plus 1. And on the right side, we have 1 over x squared plus x times x plus 1. And we should be able to cancel stuff out all over the place, right?
Mr. Pete?
Yes.
The denominator of the x squared plus x,
Yeah.
If you just multiply by x on the one that's just x plus 1, you get x squared plus x. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Makes it a little simple.
Really?
Yep.
I think you're going at a level beyond my comprehension. You're just like a higher level thinker or something like that, because I don't quite get that.
So the fraction on
Just
the
like a
right,
shortcut.
Uh-huh.
if you divide that denominator by x, you get the denominator that's on the left. So
Oh, okay.
the x plus 1 by x, you get x squared plus x.
You get x squared plus x. So if you divide by x plus 1, you're saying,
No, if you multiply the x plus 1 times x,
times x,
So you only have one X
Yeah.
at the top.
and you have 1x at the top. Well, see, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying, like this here.
yep,
Okay, yeah, that's what it becomes. So effectively, you did the same thing. And this thing cancels this, right? And so now we have 2x squared plus 2x minus 1x equals 1. And then what?
Subtract 1.
Combine like terms plus x, right? It's going to be plus x
Minus 1 equals 0.
minus 1. And now, is this going to be factorable?
No.
Hold up.
yes.
Yeah.
You just put 2 and then x and then...
Let's go look at this thing here.
Plus,
We got AC up here, which is
2.
negative 2. And we got B down here, which is 1. So what numbers go here?
Negative 1, 1. Negative 1, negative 1.
Negative 1 and positive 2.
So 2 and, so negative 1, positive 2, and we divide by 2, right? So we get x plus 1, then we get x minus 1/2. So what does this become here?
2x minus
2, so we get x plus 1 times 2x minus 1. And so what are the solutions here?
X equals 1 half and x equals negative 1.
So x equals negative 1, x equals 1/2. Okay, well, did you check for real or extraneous yet? Did you do that? How would you check for real versus extraneous on this? A couple different ways I can think to check. What are a couple ways you can think to check for real versus extraneous?
Denominator?
Oh, yeah, check the denominator, right? And if you can say, is negative 1 going to work? Will negative 1 work?
No.
No, it won't work. So we know negative 1 is extraneous, just based on that, right? Now, is 1/2 real or extraneous? If there is any solution, it's going to be real, right? And how can we test that? We can test that using our calculator, right? 2 minus 1 over x plus 1. So 2 minus 1 over x plus 1. 2 minus 1 over x plus 1, yeah. 1 over x plus 1. And then we subtract out the right side, which could be minus 1 over x squared plus x. Plus x. What are we going to see here? Graph. Oops. So we see that 1/2 here, don't we?
Yeah.
If we go to zoom 6, we could pick up that negative 1 if it exists, but it does not exist, right? So real extraneous. Okay, we have just one more in this exercise set, which is number 12. Let's go ahead and work that one out. Is everybody pretty comfortable with working out number 12? It's going to be quite similar to number 11. Here, you're going to have x squared plus 4x. That's going to be equal to x plus 4, right? So this will be what you multiply through by. Then you should be okay, all right? How'd you, are you okay with it? Still working on it? Okay, there's a lot of you are helping each other, that's really good. How about Angel, did you get this one?
No.
No? You get it?
No,
And you can check it.
that hurt.
Check it, let me check here. See, I have to remember a little bit, I hope.
It's probably gonna hurt too, but no well.
Oh! So, what you have? Oh! Slide by A, which is 2. So what it is 3 over 2, x equals 3 over 2. That's going to be one solution.
I can't wait to hear. Only one page this time.
Single point.
Can I help you?
Sometimes.
Take a picture of that longer enough.
Just looking at it like, I wonder what would truly happen if I pulled that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't take pictures of myself either, so that's okay.
I don't know that.
Let's go ahead.
Bring that back.
So who else, you have an answer, you got close to it, right?
I don't have it. I have no idea what I'm
You
doing.
have an answer? Ms. Kayla, did you get an answer on it yet?
I'm still working on what I do.
Did you get an answer yet?
Emily did.
Carmen, you got an answer? Ellen, you got an answer?
That
Well, you James did not quite. So what, you see maybe about half of you, some of you got close, and some of you, most of you didn't get close at least, looks like.
I think I'm getting there.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'm gonna call somebody, and then other people in the class will help you with it, right? Whoever you call. So we'll be good on this, no matter who gets it called,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Well, I appreciate you helping each other. That really looks good. Shows the right kind of classroom that is important to have here, so okay.
something like that.
Katie. All right, Katie was just asking me about this, and so did you multiply through by this up here?
Yeah, I multiplied by x times x plus 4.
Okay,
I got 2x times x plus 4 minus 3 times x plus 4 over x plus 4
Hard to read because I whatever there's.
equals 12 times x plus 4 over x squared plus 4x.
okay, do you got stuff that cancels out here pretty good?
The
These will cancel out, right?
those
And these will too, right?
I got 2x squared plus 8x minus 3x equals 12. I moved the 12 over and combined those terms.
So you got 2x squared.
Squared plus 5x minus 12 equals 0. I did the x method.
Okay, x method, we got,
-24, and then 5 on the
okay,
8 and -3 over 2 equals 4 and
so we got x plus 4. And we got x minus 3 over 2. And this one becomes
2x
2x minus 3. So we got x plus 4 and 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. And so what does x equal to?
x is equal to -4 and 2.
Did you find about real or extraneous yet? Okay, you got that?
I got the answer, I didn't find it.
You got it, okay. Basically, what you can do is plug these answers back in. Is -4 gonna work?
No,
Okay, why not? Angel says no. Why not, Angel?
because it's gonna be 0.
You can't divide by 0. And so if there is a real solution, it's going to be this one here, which it is. So I'm just gonna say extraneous here, right? So Jane, were you okay on this? Were you close to getting that solution, or really? Were you just caught up in the little algebraic manipulation a little bit? But anyway, this is going to, for us, conclude chapter 2.7. We're going to 2.8 starting tomorrow. So anyway, thank you, class. Good work.